Got the usual springtime spraying going on around here, and it's always kind of cool to watch, but I always have to hold my breath and hope that they don't crash or anything as they fly over our place. And here it comes in. No, we really shouldn't be standing out here while they're doing this, but we're just gonna get one more quick video here. Hey guys, so today we are out here at the chicken coop, and I was going to do a quick update on our chicks that we have. And I also wanted to do a little comparison to show you the difference between the meat birds and the standard breeds. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between the two types of meat birds we've tried, which are the Cornish cross, and those are the ones that, like this one here. And they are the ones that we are raising this time. And last spring we raised the Red Rangers, and so I wanted to do a comparison and talk a little bit about each one. As you can see right here, all of our chicks, and you can see how much larger the meat birds are compared to the standard breeds that we have. All of these chicks are about 6 weeks old now, and the meat birds, some of them are looking like they're big enough to be butchered soon, but we're hoping to not butcher them until closer to the end of next month. Okay, this year is the first year that we've actually got all of our meat birds and our standard breed birds all at the same time, and I don't really recommend raising them all together like this because, for one, the meat birds they both have a different amount of food that they need to eat. Meat birds will eat anything you put out there, and so you kind of have to limit the amount of food that they eat, because otherwise they will grow too fast and then not be able to hold themselves up or walk around very well or be very active. So we usually just give our meat birds something to eat in the morning and usually something to eat in the evening, unless they are old enough to free range. And then once they are, we will just feed them usually in the morning and then let them free range the rest of the day. With the standard breeds, they should have their food offered to them at all times, and so it's a little bit hard to do that when we have the meat birds in here. So right now we are feeding them according to what the meat birds should eat. Once we get our meat birds butchered, we will go back to offering the others unlimited food. I'm a huge believer in free ranging our chickens because I believe that chickens that are able to run around and look for their own food and be out in the sunshine and scratch around in the dirt are a lot happier, and I believe that happier chickens are also healthier, which lead to healthier meat for us and also healthier eggs. I really like to get the chickens to free ranging as soon as possible, and that is another reason why I don't think that buying meat birds and standard breed birds and trying to raise them together works very well, because our meat birds were bigger and ready to go out and free range a lot sooner than our other birds were, so we weren't able to have the meat birds free ranging as much as we'd like this time. In the past years we've done this a little different. We first buy our layers and standard breeds, basically all the ones that my kids are wanting to take to 4-H. We go ahead and get them first, And then we have them for about a month or 2 months, and then we get our meat birds, and then we put them all in together, and by the time the meat birds are big enough to free range, our standard breeds are also to the size to be able to free range, and then we can turn them all loose. But this year we didn't do it that way because we didn't need to buy as many birds in the beginning, and since we ordered them and there was a minimum order, we just filled the remainder of our order to meet the minimum by going ahead and getting our meat birds. Cornish cross tend to be lazy, and they would rather just lay by their food dish and eat than actually get out and do anything. I do believe they can be trained to free range. You just have to get them out and kind of force them to get out of the coop, and that's what I did today. And as you can see, they are kind of curious and starting to nibble on some weeds. Last year we decided to try the Red Rangers because we had heard the Red Rangers were a lot better at free ranging. They're more like a standard breed. They do grow fast, and they are a bigger breed than what the standard ones are. But their bone structure is a little bit larger than what these Cornish crosses are, so they're able to hold up their body weight better. Last year, after we butchered our Red Rangers, we thought that the meat was pretty good, and we enjoyed them, and we ate them through the summer and everything. And for the most part, we liked them. The only part that we didn't like was when we went to butcher them. They have a lot of feathers on them compared to the Cornish cross, and so butchering them took a lot longer, and also their bodies were a lot more narrow than what the Cornish cross are, and so my husband and daughter both thought that they were a little more difficult to butcher than the Cornish cross. But we loved how the Red Rangers were free-ranged and how active they were. Then in the fall we got more Cornish cross, and we butchered those, and then through the winter we ate them. And when we went back to eating the meat from the Cornish cross, we had decided that we liked that so much better than the Red Rangers. Basically, I think the Red Rangers meat seemed a little bit tougher, and we just didn't quite like the texture or the taste of it as well as we liked the Cornish cross. So we decided to go back with Cornish cross for the spring, and we'll probably just stick with them. Well, it's about time for us to get busy and clean the coop and let them back in, because I'm sure that they would enjoy getting back in there.
Yeah.
So I guess that pretty much wraps up our video for today.
If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.